Happy Saturday, everybody. So I actually kind of forgot to pick up my camera this morning. So it's only 10 o'clock, but Scott and I are on the final couple episodes of his Dark Materials. We've kind of been really good this week. I've also been busy with work, so I've not been able to watch things. We watched an episode or two. We watched 2 episodes last night. We watched an episode this morning, and we're going to close it out tonight with the final 2. And it's so good. So today is just even this weekend is kind of like a domestic get stuff done kind of weekend, because obviously we're not at the cottage. And I wrote out a lengthy to-do list, and I don't actually anticipate being able to do all of these things today or tomorrow, but I'm gonna make a nice healthy dent at it. So it's a lot of like tidy this up, and then a lot of like online content production or pre-production and stuff like that. I'm gonna have some marking to do. And usually I'm pretty productive in the mornings. Scott's kind of, I always say that he's broken me. And, excuse me, I usually get a lot done in the morning, but this morning I just was feeling kind of off, so it was really good that we were watching a show, and now I'm kind of looking at things. I just had some breakfast, and I'm like, hey, got another cup of tea. What am I doing? So this is the long list of things. Don't need to go into specifics, but I'm gonna do some tidying up for laundry. I kind of told myself that I was gonna start doing more frequent small loads of laundry. I don't know if I actually mentioned it on any of the videos, but or maybe I think I did it in my blog post for how I was modifying the Level 10 life to 2021. But basically, I'll do a ton of laundry, and then I will like fill up hampers with the clothes, and then I'll bring them up, and then they stay in our room because I just cannot be bothered to fold them all after doing all of it. So what I told myself, excuse me, I was going to start doing is I would fold as I did the laundry. So as soon as it came out of the dryer, I was going to fold it and put our old coffee table on top of our washer dryer as like a little table surface. So I was going to fold it, put it in the hamper, because if it comes upstairs folded, then it's so much easier just to put away. And I did it a couple times. Or I should say, I did it one day that I was doing laundry, so I only did laundry a couple times because I have a lot of clothes, so I don't have to do laundry that often, which is also the other problem. So I did it the one time, and then the last time I did laundry, I think because sometimes when the timing goes off, like if I have to put something in it for longer in the dryer, it like throws off my groove, and so I kind of just like rip it out, whip the next stuff in, and then carry on with what I was doing. So I think that kind of scuppered me. So I'm going to do some folding of the laundry. I'm planning a closet purge. I have some stuff downstairs that I was going to donate or think about putting on like Depop or Poshmark. So I was actually doing a little bit of research the other day about which one was better. A lot of people say they cross post things on both of them and just see what happens. So I don't know if there's even a point, but I might look to see if there's a couple pieces that are like worth selling, and then maybe just donate the rest if and when that's possible. Because that's the other thing is like, with everything going on in the world, don't really know if people are buying that stuff or everyone's being a little more cautious or throwing caution to the wind. Who knows? But I've got a lot of ideas, and that makes me really happy, and I'm just really trying to put myself onto like a bunch of timers today and just like get stuff done, because when I have really productive days and really productive weekends, I float on a high. Like, it makes me feel really, really good, and I'm sure that sounds really silly. Like, I'm sure most people feel like, oh yeah, I got stuff done, yay, move on. But for me, like, I have to capitalize on that, because there are so many days where I just struggle to get like anything done, even like simple things. So I have big goals, big lofty goals that are going to be boring as hell on camera. So I think I'm going to spare you. I don't know, I might just come on and do a little chat with you guys later as a little preamble for starting a fitness challenge tomorrow with Scott. So I might do a little bit of that in this vlog, because I really don't think you guys care to see me fold laundry and power clean and things like that. But just want to just touch base and just say hello, and I hope that you had a good week this week. I have parents-teacher interviews coming up next week. And of course, they're all virtual, so they're going to be from home. They're virtual back in the fall too, but obviously I was still in the building at the time. But report cards went out yesterday. always makes me a little skittish, always makes me a little nervous, but I've only had positive feedback so far, so that's really good. So anyways, I will stop rambling and I will touch base with you guys in a bit. So I like flat out refuse to show you guys what it looked like before. Look at my floor. I always celebrate the floor because that's usually what's covered up in clothes. So I had just literally piles and piles and hampers of clean clothes. And I actually did a tap to tidy on my Instagram because they're so satisfying to look at, although it's atrocious to like have to share what my room looked like before. Or I should say our room, but it's mostly my clothes, if I'm being honest. We were in the midst of doing a couple of little like mini home makeovers, or I guess sort of makeovers. We were gonna do a rollout pantry. We were gonna build it last weekend when we went to the cottage so Rob could help us, but we are kind of on not a new journey, but like a focused journey on saving for a house and like trying to save wherever we can. So we decided that we're probably gonna nix the pantry idea, which is kind of sad, but like we've lived without it for 2.5 years, so there's really we could last another couple if necessary. And then the other one we were gonna update Scott's side of the closet. I have a Calyx unit on my side, and I have a chest of drawers on his side, but he doesn't have a ton of clothes, and so having another Calyx unit or something else built into the closet would kind of really help him sort his clothes. Honestly, it doesn't bother him, it just bothers me. So we were gonna look into doing some kind of like custom built-ins, like nothing crazy, but we obviously don't own this house, and not that I don't think the owners would really care. Like, it's a complex, I don't think they'd really care, and we could always take it out, or our super would end up taking it out if we didn't, although it would obviously add to the closets here, but I digress. So I've nixed building something, but I'm still quite tempted to get another Calyx, and part of me actually wants to get the 3x4 Calyx. I have the 2x4, and I think that would, because I need to replace the space that I'm losing with my drawers, and then I need obviously space for Scott's shirts and, you know, socks and boxers and all that stuff. So I'm toying between the idea of getting the same unit I have and standing it up, or getting the one extra row of them and sticking that in there. So I'm going to kind of look into that. I was just on IKEA's site, and they said that they are experiencing an influx in purchasing of that. So they're like, we're not sure about our inventory, but my store has 51, so I don't know who they're warning. It might just be like other locations, but my location has it. So I'm quite tempted to pick it up or to order it for pickup. But I so enjoy a clean room, and I know a lot of people, I don't know, bedrooms are kind of a weird thing that everyone obviously does it differently, and I really prefer to have nothing on the floor. Like, we have our bench actually from our dining table. We usually have it at the base of the bed, but we had to bring it downstairs to actually use it to sit on the other day. So right now it's not up here, but we don't really have anything else. And the funniest thing for me, I was telling Scott's mom this recently, we both have almost identical dressers that we got from. Like, mine was from, I think, my Nana originally. I think Scott's was just from his parents' place, but they're almost the exact same. They have a drawer, and they have a big open space underneath them, so they just became perfect bedside tables. But I'm going to go back to my laundry and continuing my fury of tidying. Bestie dropped by with a bag of clothes she was decluttering, and these are some of the things that I'm keeping from it, or trying on to see if I want to keep from it, and then I've put some of the stuff that I will not be keeping back in the bag and will be donating it or trashing some of it. Let me enjoy my win. My win by, I would say, almost significant, but Dad caught up a lot in the last one. But Scott, where have you been? Are you even playing? Happy Sunday. Good morning, good morning. So I didn't really end up vlogging much last night. Scott and I went to my dad's. You'll see footage of us playing darts, and I won, and that never happened, so I was quite proud of myself. But afterwards, we just came back, we made dinner, we had this bulgogi beef on rice, and it's just so good. We were too lazy to do extra veg, so we have to have some more veg today. but we sat down and finished watching his Dark Materials. Oh, so good. So annoyed that we had to wait, almost a year, if not a little bit longer, for season 3. So if you haven't watched his Dark Materials, you gotta get on it. Like, the 2 seasons they have out there are awesome. I know they're based off books, and I know there's a link with The Golden Compass, so I refuse to watch The Golden Compass in case it's like, my impression was like it was a condensed version of what all of this series is, so I don't want anything to be spoiled, because I'm really enjoying it, so I'll just like put it on the back burner for a while. I am doing work now, so I have all my resource books in front of me, all my planners in front of me. I'm going to bang out some of that. Scott and I are going to start the Chloe Ting challenge later today. He thought we were going to do it really early in the morning. I didn't think we were going to do it very early in the morning. I can't really work out first thing in the morning, unlike Scott. So we're going to do it early afternoon. So I'm going to do some work for a few hours. We're going to work out. I'm going to have a shower and I have a bunch of filming that I want to get done. And then we are doing dinner. So yeah, lots to do today. So I'm going to set my timers and get going. And then you can see all my books, my planner, our novel study, just so much stuff. And so this is my home right now. Hello. So I decided to do a Sunday pamper or a pandemic pamper video. So halfway in between that, plus working on a blog post all around this guy right here, which is the Bronze Silk 9. Scott's Anne gave this to me a while ago. It's actually a shaver and an epilator. They have different heads, but I've been using it as a razor as of late. You can use it dry, and I am preparing to do my IPL again because I fell off the wagon. What a surprise. So I thought this would be a great excuse to start a blog post for this, start a blog post for that, and also be able to start a video for you guys for my IPL experience. So going to just got out of the shower, so I'm going to let my hair do its thing. I'm going to go tidy up the kitchen and make some lunch because I'm starving. Hello. So we had a really nice dinner tonight, and it's just been a really chill evening. I threw my hair in braids. Scott's mom dropped off her Dyson hair dryer. She had a spare, so I wanted to film with it a little bit this week. So she dropped that off, and I'm super excited for that. And I am just kind of cozying up. I'm going to kind of think about what my February bullet journal. I've kind of think that maybe this year I'm going to move away from themes for the month. I don't know. I always liked the idea of them, but I never really actually carried them through the spreads. It's just the colors. So I think maybe I'll just stick to some colors and a quote and call it a day. I'm not sure. I've only kind of half committed to my January, and my January is obviously done now. But I picked this book up a while ago with the intention of reading it when I first picked it up, and I started it and then I put it down. But it's The Canadian's Guide to Personal Finance for Millennials. So I'm only a small chunk in, so it's on my practical book list. I have a practical book list, and I have a what I should probably finish reading list, which is a bunch of series that I've started or have been recommended to me, and then just the pile of books that I just have around. So I thought I'd watch a little bit of YouTube. So I'm watching Vic from In the Throw. I just love watching her and Alex. They're just so cute. The other thing that I'm working on doing this year, the problem is I start lots of things and I have a hard time following through them, and I've already seen this year, but I really want to make an effort to finish my one line a day. This is my second one. I did have another one that I started years ago, and I don't think you could say that I finished it, but I feel like I did commit on and off for several years. It's supposed to be for 5 years. I think that one has 4 years, so there's 5 lines or 5 chunks of dates for anyone who's not familiar with it, and I think I have 4 out of the 5 filled. Now, are they 4 consecutive years? No, I think it probably spans about 5 years, but this one I picked up, I saw one date for 2018. I think I picked it up when Scott and I moved into this house, and it was something that I just kind of wanted to use to document. And of course, my bullet journal documents things, and Obviously, I document stuff through like Instagram, so it's nice to kind of diversify sometimes, and other times I just wish I had everything all in one place, which is another reason why I'm a proponent for digital planning this year. But anyways, today was not as productive, so I apologize. This this vlog this weekend was très bland, very bland. But I know next weekend we're gonna go up to the cottage again, and hopefully it's not bone-chilling cold, and I'll be able to skate and go for another snowshoeing, exercise, walk. Yeah, I have no idea why I'm so knackered. Like, it's 9 o'clock. I'm never this tired at 9, so I'm gonna take it as a sign. I'm gonna put a hair tie back in my hair, and then I'm going to go to bed. So I am very excited to get some content up this week, both vlogs and I think IGTV. I have an IGTV planned for sure. I have a couple of reels that I've been seeing that I quite enjoy, so just lots of that, and that stuff makes me so happy. So looking forward to that, so I will catch you guys in the next vlog. See ya!